back to the Bliss bean. I have a new microphone and I'm so nervous that it's not gonna work, so if I keep looking down, that's what I'm checking. So today is a Sunday and today's video is gonna be about my Sunday routine. And before I start, this is the first video where I'm wearing glasses. These are not real glasses, I'm wearing contacts underneath them. But I got these glasses for free from Firmoo, and I had never heard of them before, but I enjoy getting free things. So I got this pair of glasses and I haven't worn glasses in like 2 years, so I kind of missed wearing them, and I thought maybe wearing glasses will give me some credibility in my video. I do have a discount code in the description if you are also interested in looking smarter with glasses. So onto the video. For some people, Sundays are their least favorite day simply because Monday is coming right up and just the thought of going back to the work week fills people with dread. Personally though, Sundays are probably my favorite day, but this is very deliberate, and the reason they're my favorite day is because I made them my favorite day. I started planning my week so that I would get the bulk of my to-dos done from Monday to Saturday, and then I would have Sunday pretty much open to just do the things that I need to do to get organized for the week. Now, of course, planning doesn't work 100% of the time. Maybe 2 or 3 or 4, I don't know how many weeks ago, I'm not good at judging time, but I remember I ended up having such a busy Sunday that I went to bed at like 3 a.m. So don't be like me, plan a relaxing Sunday and try to stick to that as much as possible. But normally this does work out and I have a good relaxing Sunday to look forward to, and I still have a productive day because I've just got this list of what I need to get done, and it's always the same every Sunday. I just knock out all of that stuff and get it done. So, the first thing I do on a Sunday is I make myself a nice breakfast. Now, normally during the school week, I either eat something that I prepped ahead of time or something very, very fast like my signature banana eggs recipe or cereal. Cereal is always there for me if I sleep through my alarm. But on weekends, since I have a little bit more time in the morning usually, I try to make something nicer like a smoothie bowl or a big batch of pancakes. So I go through that whole morning routine, and then once I'm ready to start working, the first thing I usually do is I do my weekly blog tasks. I usually do this first mainly because it's pretty easy and it doesn't require a lot of brain power, which is in short supply in the morning, especially on a Sunday morning. But basically what I do is I respond to emails and comments, I check analytics, and I update this big fancy spreadsheet that I have because I'm a numbers nerd. I pin some stuff on Pinterest, I plan out my social media calendar, I review my social media calendar, I review my content calendar and see what I'll have to work on that week. I write Instagram captions, I post my weekly review on Instagram, just kind of little administrative things like that that really help me to not fall apart during the week. And usually this process takes me about 1.5 hours to 2 hours. Okay, so then once my brain is working better, then I usually move on to some of the bigger tasks like planning. So usually after weekly blog tasks, I'll take on my weekly planning. Now normally when I'm working on basically anything, I try to work in Pomodoros, which are 25-minute chunks, but when I'm doing planning, I normally just do it in one go and it takes me about 1 hour. So instead of doing 25 minutes and 25 minutes, I just sit there for the entire hour and get all of my weekly planning done. And that's just because planning requires so much focus that I really don't want to stop halfway through. But usually I am pretty tired by the end of it, so I have to take a little bit of a longer break. My weekly planning routine in a nutshell is reading through my journal and just highlighting things that are important, reviewing what went well and what didn't go well that week, transferring events from my Google Calendar into my digital planning tool, writing out everything that I need to do, scheduling those tasks, and then writing down 3 things I'm looking forward to and 3 reminders to keep in mind during the week. That's just a very quick rundown, but if you're interested in a more detailed overview of my weekly planning routine, I have 2 videos on that actually. One of them is a video that I made when I still did paper planning, and then one of them is an updated version for how I do digital planning. So if you watch both of them, you'll get the full scoop. Alright, another thing I do, and usually after weekly planning, because then my brain is just drained and I need something that doesn't require much thinking, is organizing my photos. I do this because I take a lot of photos and videos for my blog, for school, just for life. So my SD cards can get full very, very quickly, and just everything can become a mess if I don't sit down to organize it every week. So my photo organizing routine is a little bit long, so I'm not going to explain the whole thing because I also have a video on that. But basically I make sure everything is backed up to my external hard drive, clear my SD cards, upload things to Google Photos, sort footage, things like that. Alright, so then the last task of my Sunday routine is to do some chores. First, I take care of my room because I spend so much time in it, so I want to make sure that it's organized and uncluttered. First, I just go around and I pick up everything that's on the floor or everything that's just not where it belongs, and I put it where it's supposed to be. I change my sheets, I take out the laundry, take out the trash, the recycling. Every 2 weeks, I dust the surfaces in my room. I used to do this weekly, and then I just realized that no dust was collecting, so I needed to wait a little bit more. And then also I vacuum, and that usually happens about every 2 weeks. I feel like you're supposed to vacuum every week, but that just doesn't happen. So then I move on to doing some chores around the house, just whatever needs to be done, like sorting the laundry and washing the dishes, which happens throughout the week, but I also do it on Sunday because if I'm doing chores, I might as well just do everything. So yeah, sorting the laundry, doing the dishes, vacuuming the entire house, taking out trash, things like that. It just feels so nice to start the week with a clean environment because it just feels like a physical blank slate that you're working with for when Monday comes around. Alright, so then once I get all this stuff done, it is time to have a relaxing evening. So something that I learned through trial and error basically is that if I have a stressful and busy Sunday evening, I'm probably going to wake up on Monday feeling anxious and just end up having a bad day. So it's honestly amazing how much of a difference just a little bit of relaxation at the end of your weekend makes. It doesn't matter if you go out and do something fun or you just stay in and watch TV or bake or read or something like that. I think the important part is to just spend the end of your weekend in a way that you enjoy and that'll help you get back in the mental mode that you need to be in for the week. So that's basically my Sunday routine. There are other things that I would like to eventually incorporate into it, but it's hard to fit things in, especially if you have to-dos left over from other days, which happens more often than I would like. But I thought I would just mention some other ideas for things that you can do to make sure that your Sunday gets you ready for the week. A lot of people do Sunday meal prep, just getting a bunch of food ready for the week. I usually don't do meal prep, but sometimes I do snack prep where I just make things like granola bars or maybe a quick grab and go breakfast. If you're a student, you might find it helpful to not just clean your room, but also clean out your backpack. I know that I often just forget about things that are at the very bottom of my backpack, so sometimes it's interesting to clean it out and see what I have in there. You might want to get some grocery shopping done on Sunday. Catching up on sleep, that's an important one. Just whatever it takes to get you feeling centered for the week ahead of you. So once you have your Sunday routine planned out, I think it really helps if you just have it written down somewhere, or you can schedule the parts of your Sunday routine as repeating tasks. That's what I do. So I have a plan next week task and a weekly chores task, and then I just schedule those to repeat every single week so I don't have to think about it every week. It's just on my to-do list right away. Basically, the moral of this story or this video is that you don't have to be afraid of Sunday, or any day for that matter. You can create routines for yourself that make life much easier, and maybe you can even create a routine that makes you actually look forward to Sunday rather than dreading it. So I wish you luck in creating your own Sunday routine, and I am off to work on the next 2 videos for this channel because they are pretty big projects, but I hope you look forward to them and enjoy them. So until next week, bye!